Alright, a beautiful morning and welcome to Women's Corner, and thank it is Friday. It's an exciting time again to be here because we talk about everything that has to do with a woman, and of course we are here to project empowerment, to stand by the woman, make sure she's getting every necessary information as much as possible. So I have a live guest and a Zoom guest, and of course my live guest is here, the Zoom guest is ready, but we're going to go on a short break, and after this short break we'll be right back. And we're talking about skin education. You know, women, we love our skin so much. So I decided to make sure I brought experts to talk about the skin, how to maintain your skin, what to do, how to do it, and you know the right source to go about it. And everything comes natural because I have to bring natural experts to the house. So after the short break, we'll be right back to introduce the guest and we'll get talking. Take it away. Alright, welcome back. So, we're talking about skin education, like I said. And of course, I have an in-house guest. Her name is Bukola Oshinowo and Oshiso. Oh my lord, please don't take me to court. Because the last time I made the same mistake, and now here I am making the same mistake. Pardon me. Oshisowo. Okay, she.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is natural skincare enthusiastic, and she's a certified natural skincare formulator, a certified ingredient list analyst. Welcome to the show. You know, I told you the other week you came, I said, I'm going to give you a time where you come and educate us on skin, because we need to skin our skin. We need to be skinning as ladies. It's a beautiful thing.
And I'm glad to be here.
Yes, thank you very much. And also I have a Zoom guest. Her name is Fumilola Jackson. She's our Zoom guest. I should be joining up pretty shortly. But you know what? Let's go for a short break. And when we come back, hopefully by then she joins, because I want the two experts ready in the studio to talk to us. So let's quickly go on a short break to confirm her availability, or she's already joined. So let's quickly go for this short break just to get everything set, and we'll be right back. Don't touch it. 11 to 12 is always for Women's Corner, so don't miss it, because you really want to get engaged with this. We talk from our hearts, we don't talk from our head. Okay, there's the head part too, but we don't talk from the net. You know, you Google and know the ideas and everything, but we talk from our hearts. We make it pleasant discussion, just women talking, and you know you want to be part of a discussion where women are talking. So let's take a short break and we'll be right back to the studio. Right, welcome back. It's still, like, if you want to join us, you can join us via Facebook and Twitter. Type in Galaxy Television and you'll get your Twitter and Facebook up and running, and you see us and you can watch us live. And also, if you don't want to go through Facebook or Twitter, you can download Galaxy Television app from Google Play Store or Apple Play Store. We are there so you can watch us live. And you don't want to miss all the beautiful women I bring on the show. You don't want to miss all the beautiful talks we talk about. So I have Bukola, like I said, in the house. So I'm just going to ask, when it comes to skin education, what's the first thing you think a woman should know about the skin? The first thing, like when you meet a woman, you'll be like, this is the first thing you should know about your skin. So what is it?
Yeah, the very first thing you need to know as a woman about your skin is your skin type. We're all unique. We all have unique needs. Our skin have unique needs. So your skin is different from mine. So when you have a deep understanding about your skin type, then you can now start making an informed decision about what product to adopt and the healthy skincare routine to take. And there are basically 4 skin types. We have the oily skin, we have the dry skin, we have the normal skin, and we have combination skin. Some would have sensitive skin, but I've always had this conflict with that. Its sensitivity cannot be an entity on its own. Any of those 4 healthy skin types could be sensitive. And it's when you're sensitive, that's when you begin to react to certain products that brings up blemishes. So its sensitivity cuts across the 4 basic healthy skin type. So that's the very first thing. If you don't know your skin type, you're just like a blind person. just trying to navigate your way through life. You've just been making errors, trial and errors. But when you know your skin type will guide you through the right product to adopt for your skin.
Beautifully and well said. Now we know there is oily skin and I know the dry skin. In fact, nobody needs to tell you, when you see someone that has an oily skin, you just believe the person is manufacturing oil from her face or her body, so that one you know. And when you see a dry skin, you always have this kind of scale. When you want to know someone that has dry skin, you check when there's Harmattan, like we say, the dry season. Check the person's skin. It's always dry and scaly, no matter how much moisturizer they use or oil they use, it will still get dry. But the only thing is they just have to keep rubbing those things. So, but you mentioned the other two, the normal skin. So, because now it now looks weird, because as if you are saying oil and dry skin, they are not normal. So there's the normal skin. But anyways, I'm going to ask you, what's the fourth one anyway?
Combination.
Okay. Combination skin, you're on your own. Anyway, but explain what is normal skin and what is combination skin. We need to know.
Okay, normal skin, they are not too dry and they are not too oily. They are just perfect. Well, we try to in skincare. There's no perfect skin, but luckily for this particular skin type, just perfect. It's just well balanced. So all through the day, after their bath, all through the day till night, they just have this matte finished look. Unlike I'm extremely oily individual, extremely oily and sensitive as well. So that's the thing. And there's this area you need to look out for on the face. There's what we call the T-zone of the face. That is the forehead, the bridge of the nose down to the chin. This area, anatomically, they produce more oil. The sebaceous gland that secretes oil, it's high on this particular side of the face. So you secrete for every skin individual. All right. But for oily skin plus the T-zone, we secrete oil on the entire face. So for normal skin, it's just well balanced. The oil is not too much, the dryness is not too much. It's just this mattifying finished look. Yes, and they hardly break out. They only break out when certain things, hormones. Yeah, when we are not in control, hormones, we are not in control of hormones. So definitely, all diets, gene. All right, so they don't. They are just
I want
about
to claim the normal skin, but continue.
Yeah, I'm looking at the skin. Yeah, you could. Yes,
I could be normal.
Yes,
I am normal.
you're normal. But I want to believe certain period of the year you could tend towards oily.
Yeah, sometimes oily, sometimes dry.
Yes, you can see you're not perfectly, you're not totally normal. So and then
I'm not totally normal.
yes, no, yours will change.
skin
For those who
is
are extremely, those who are normal,
Okay.
irrespective of the weather condition, they are just. But I can see, I can see through your pores. I can see you are not. Sometimes the weather condition will determine place you under being normal.
Okay.
And all yes.
All right.
Therefore, combination skin. It's a lot to handle because they have two of the skin type. That is the oily skin and the dry skin, all put together. So in their own case, the T-zone area is oily, while the other part of the face is dry. So when it comes to adopting skincare routine, that is when the work is. They need to invest in product for oily skin and product for dry skin, and use it on a particular side. Where it's dry, there's what you moisturize on when your face is dry and all that. So basically, that's about it. And when they break out mostly on the T-zone, that area that is prone to oiliness.
Oil, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's about.
That's beautiful. I hope you heard. So start checking your skin. In fact, let me just call him Joy, Princess Joy, as you call yourself. Joy, check your skin. Are you dry or not? We have a skin expert for that one. Anyways, I just realized now my Zoom guest is available, so I'm going to introduce her. Her name is Fumilola Jackson. She's a certified skincare therapist. Hi, Fumi.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name is so interesting. Fumilola.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my name.
Yeah, I know that's your name. Anyway, so I'm going to ask, the first thing every woman have issues with is the puberty stage, when they have this break of acne, which we call pimple. And in fact, I just want to ask, is there a difference between acne and pimple? Is there a difference? There is. Okay, so what's the difference between acne and pimple? Because everything everybody sees on their face in puberty is pimples to them. So what is the difference between acne and pimple? And also, how can, yes, during that time they'll tell you don't touch it, don't do anything, it will go on its own, it's puberty stage and all of that. So what can you advise women to do or ladies to do at that point where the puberty stage starts up and they are so anxious that they want to make it go away? What are the natural routine that you think they should try out? But first, what's the difference between acne and pimple?
Acne and pimples. Hello? The difference between having pimples on the face and having your face with acne, right?
Yeah.
Is that the question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Pimples, acne is just a little bit different between the both of them. It's a little bit. There is not much difference between the both of them because when your face.
Oh, network. Okay, I'm just going to throw it to you. Please, let's hold on. Okay, for me, it's back.
12, yes, and when you have pimples, on the face, it's like you're having a small balls on the face, which is also not making your face look smooth at the same time. So, it's just different in the way they appear, but it's almost the same thing because it's as good as you are not having a smooth, flawless looking face. So that's what I can say about pimples and acne. But it's just like when you have acne, I think it makes the face more rough. When you have acne, it makes the face more rough than pimples. Pimples is just like a boy standing on your face in a different way. You understand?
It's the standing for me. Okay, so I want to ask. Yeah. The other question is when ladies go into the puberty stage. Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Right.
So when ladies get to that stage of having pimple that stands on their face or acne that makes the face rough, what do you think are the natural routines they can do? It's not about curing or trying to prevent or anything, just to maintain. Because sometimes I feel like when they have this pimple or whatever it is that comes up on their face, I feel like sometimes because they don't take care of it, it tends to even stay longer than the time it should stay. Sometimes they even, I don't know, it look as if it now becomes almost as good as permanent. They keep having it every time. So what are the natural routine that you think they should try to inhabit to manage it?
Okay. At that puberty stage of the younger ones, I think most importantly, they should take their neatness very effective. They should be very neat. Maybe in having their bath, in whatever they are putting on, in whatever they are using, and even what they are using to bathe or to wash their face. They should be sure about it. It's not just anyhow things they will use in washing their face or using to bathe at that particular time. You are very neat at that particular stage. You may have it, but it may not be something that will be too effective or used because you are very neat. But when you are on the other side, like you are a bit dirty or you are careless about your skincare routine, you may have it even more than you expected. So I think the number one thing they should do, apart from what they will apply on it, they should be very, very neat. Neatness is for them at that particular stage.
Okay, thank you very much for me for that one. So I'm going to ask you, Bukola. Now we've talked about the puberty, we talked about the skincare. So now let's talk about dry, oily, normal, and the what did you call it again?
Combination
skin. Now, there are instances, dry skin, when it comes to the Harmattan period, like we call it here. What do you think are the routine that they should make sure they try to follow? And also, in fact, I feel like the Harmattan period is always the best for the oily skin, because at that point their face looks normal, their body looks normal, all shiny. They even glow more at that period. So it's not a good time for the dry skin. So what do you think people with dry skin should be able to do once it comes to the dry seasons?
Okay. Sorry, just pardon me. Just before I answer that question, let me just buttress what the question asked her. Pimples and acne. Pimples appears like tiny bumps on the skin, and we call it comedon. All right. Without pores, you just see it. So it gives that surface of the skin a rough texture. Acne, there are two types. So for pimples, there's what we call pustules and papules. So the pustules is the one without pores, which will classify as pimple, while the papule is one with the pores, and that's the one of acne. So we call it cystic acne. Some could just be cystic, hard, like as if there's boil there. It's just hard, but bigger than that of the pimples. And when it comes out with the pores, it's gotten infected when it's not well taken care of, and that brings about a painful acne to handle. So pimple is just more of comedon. All right. So in taking care of dry skin in Harmattan period, right? Yeah, we all know that Harmattan period has to do with the dryness. The weather is dry, all right? And we are talking about a dry skin individual that the skin is really dry as well. So it's a big challenge for them when it comes to that period of the year. They tend to lose more moisture. There's what we call, under our skin barrier, there's what we call the lipid layer of the skin, all right? They protect the skin from epidermal water loss, which is the main reason why we all tend to be dry. But for dry skin individual, their own skin barrier is weak, so they tend to lose more moisture from the surface of the skin. So how do you now take care of? So during Harmattan period, that's excessive loss of water. So what do? They just need to get a product, like starting from their facial wash. They need to get a gentle foaming cleanser, natural. I would always advocate for natural, gentle foaming cleanser that is formulated with some bit of emollient and more of water. Emollient is the likes of carrier oils.
Okay.
So when you're washing your face, you tend to lose more moisture. So you need to balance it. So during the process of washing, they're trying to balance the water loss. So you must have enough humectants. Humectants are the likes of glycerin, allantoin, what else? Hyaluronic acid. All right. So you must have humectant and emollient in it. So humectant will help draw moisture from the atmosphere, bind it to the surface of the skin, preventing water loss. And you must also have emollient to nourish the skin with oil, not too dry, so that it doesn't get too dry. And you must also have occlusive. That's what we call occlusive. Occlusive is now what seals that moisture humectant has absorbed from the atmosphere to your skin. It seals it and prevents. So that sits on the surface of the skin like a film, film, preventing excess water loss. So for dry skin, they need to look out for those products in their facial wash. Same thing with the moisturizer. When you need to moisturize your skin, you need to look out for humectant, aqua. That is when you get a moisturizer, the very first ingredient there is aqua. Anything that needs to moisturize must have certain degree of water. Water is the percentage of water in it is higher than every other active ingredient. So aqua must be there. Emollient must be there, humectant must be there, and occlusive must be there. So their home moisturizer is usually highly nourishing, not too thick, because when it is too thick, because we are trying to they are extremely dry, so we need to give them, their moisturizer must be thick, not too thick, so that it doesn't clog the pores. They can also break out, even though they are oily. So we need to balance it. That's when we formulators come in, when we need to put in the right percentage of ingredients.
Amazing. Like I said, it's skin education. You can't see me. You see the way I was nodding. And I understood everything she said because, I did science too. But for those who do not understand, I hope you jot down that Ingredients, she said. Can you mention the ingredients again? She said aqua is very important.
Water
and
is
it
very
should be
important.
more.
Yes.
Okay, aqua is water, definitely.
Yes.
So-
Humectant.
Mhm.
And humectant comes in form of glycerin. When you see, you definitely see it. After aqua, the next thing is glycerin.
Glycerin.
When you check the ingredient list, I try to educate people. Ingredient list, you don't have to be a formulator. You should have some basic knowledge. When you grab a product from a shelf, a drugstore, just go to the ingredient. That's where the information is to know what is good for your skin. So humectants, which will come in glycerin, hyaluronic acid, allantoin. There are many, lots of a lot of them.
But those three are
and
very
emollients,
emollient. Okay.
occlusive.
Occlusive.
Those
So
are
4. So aqua,
with all the
emollient,
active ingredients.
yeah, glycerin and all of that. So please make sure when you know you have dry skin, because we're close to the harmattan period. So I decided to favor the dry skin more, because I know oily skin is always very. I feel like you have more product out there, to be honest. The dry skin always have issues.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Dry skin always have issues with maintaining themselves. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, Fumilayo, with what she said, she's educated us on dry skin, which you heard, and I could see, I could see you nodding, agreeing. You know, when you see two experts together, it's amazing because everybody's sharing ideas, and there's always, an agreeing on that or the other side. So I want to ask you now. We've talked about breakouts, we've talked about the dry skin and all of that. How about blackheads? A lot of people don't know about blackheads. Now, some people don't even believe they have blackheads because they don't even know they have it. They don't even, I believe some have not even heard about it. But I've seen people that have blackheads and they always take their time to stand in front of a mirror and do themselves the opportunity of, bringing it out. And sometimes I feel that when you are pressing your face, bringing it out, you might not even bring the entire thing out. And if you don't bring the entire thing out, in my head, I feel you have opened up a space which could bring in bacteria or anything. You start having facial reactions, maybe face starts swelling, then for the people that are fair, their face start getting very red. You understand? Before you know, it turns to a boil or something because maybe they didn't take it out, or because their hands were not even disinfected before even doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah. So what would you advise for someone that has blackhead? What is the routine? How should they go about it? And who do they? Yeah, we know who to see, the skin therapist. But from their home remedies, what are the things they need to do?
Okay. I think first and foremost, I talk about being very clean, because when you are very, very clean, it saves you from a lot of things. So if you have blackhead on your face, I think the person should try and see and go to a skincare place where he or she can have a facial done. And after the facial is done, definitely if they will know what to give he or she on what to apply on it after the facial is being done. Because when you go through facial spa, a lot of things to be done, there's a lot of cleaning, they will try to massage the face, try to bring out the whatever that is in the blackhead and all that. They will try and make sure they do what is necessary. And then they will give you some things that you can apply on the face. Maybe after you bathe, after you have your bath in the morning, or maybe at night, they will tell you apply this. Then with time, you will see changes. If you try to bring it out yourself, probably your fingernails, there is dirt on it, and then you try to press it by yourself, you might still, instead of you trying to get rid of it, you might in the process get it more expand. So I feel if you have such on your face, go to a skincare spa where they can have your facial done and give you necessary things to apply on it. And then you follow it and try to be neat. When your hands are dirty, wash it. Don't use that same hand to be rubbing your face every second or be pressing it out. And some people, even where they sleep, if they want to sleep, their bed sheet, their pillowcase is dirty, and then you sleep on it, all the dirt and everything, the dust will come on your face, and you won't like the outcome. So I feel having a facial done once in a while can save you from it, and giving you the right things to apply on it will go a long way too.
Oh, well, okay. Thank you very, very much. You know, you said something very key. And I'm sorry, but this might seem like I'm attacking the other gender, which is the male. Please, you should change your pillowcase.
No, anybody can do
Change
it.
your-
It could be male, it could be female. Anybody, it's not all about the female alone.
I know
Anybody
why
can
I'm
do it.
saying that.
Anybody
I know why I'm saying that. I know why I'm saying what I am saying. It's not all men that can keep it clean. Do you understand? It takes a woman that comes to the house, and a woman that stays with you, to say, she will change the pillowcase and will wash it. But man, what are they thinking? They come home, they just want to sleep. Do you understand? So please, change
You'll
your
be
pillowcase.
surprised. Some men are very neat, even neater than women.
I know. Oh no, of course, definitely. I'm not generalizing it.
Yeah.
I'm only talking to those ones that know that I'm talking. Yeah. So in addition, while you're changing your pillowcase, please change your towel. Thank you very much. So I'm going to go to the next question. I still want you to add something on this blackhead. Now, like I said, people press and all of that. Like me, if I'm very, very close to you, when I see blackhead, I already get irritated. I feel like you're dirty already. So I get irritated. I'm not irritated by you. I'm irritated by what I see on your face. So I'm always prone to come, see it and start pressing. It gives me joy when I press those things out.
Okay.
And I know it's wrong, because first, that's somebody's face. You don't know how sensitive the person is, even if you wash your hand. And I feel like maybe after that person, if you're not careful, you can, I don't know, maybe there's a transmission or whatever, I don't know. So I just want you to educate people that still have blackheads, go ahead to press themselves, and those who see it on people's face and try to do that. So what are the things that you think people should do to avoid, now is how can you treat? So I'm asking you, to avoid this press and all of that, what do you think they should do?
Alright, the first thing we need to, before I talk about something, I try to always enlighten people on the causes. When you understand what is happening, then you will be, even if it's habit that you've picked, that you just have to always touch your face. But when you understand what is going on, that is set as a deterrent from you having that blackhead. Alright? So blackhead is basically, what causes blackhead? It's basically oxidation when hair come in contact with your pores. If you've had pimple or you've had acne and your hands are always, I always tell people, in fact on my page, the motto is hands off the face. Hands off the face. No matter how, I know how it can be. It could be so irritating, especially if you have the whiteheads or you have it already dry. There's this temptation to want to extract. And there's no way you will be very careful, like when you go to the spa, the estheticians to do for you. All right, they have a particular instrument they use. That's no part. Even as I am an expert in skincare, there was a time I had whitehead, and eventually I scalped the skin. All right, it can be very tempting, but you just need to learn to, because when you press it open, the pores are open, right? Hair reacts. That's why I said is oxidation going on. The hair in the atmosphere reacts with the pores. Oxidation takes place and causes that dark, the blackheads and all that. We also have whiteheads. The whiteheads is even more irritating.
Very, very.
Very irritating. That one even makes you look very dirty. That you need to exfoliate. You need to adopt exfoliating your skin. All right. So that is what really happens. So how do you avoid it? Just try not to touch. No matter how irritating the breakout is, just try to hands off the face. That's just the way around it. And adopt a healthy skincare routine with the right products, and don't be aggressive. You might be that careful. Okay, if you've crossed the bridge of not touching the face, you have your facial wash, you have your body, your facial scrub, you have your toner, you have your moisturizer. During the process, you are washing the face. Don't be aggressive. People think when they are aggressive with it, then you get rid of it. Be gentle. The thing is that even if you are gentle, if you are aggressive, you end up having blackheads. But how intense depends on how careful you handle. So just try and be gentle and do the necessary thing. When you need to exfoliate, exfoliate. Exfoliation helps with salicylic acid.
You know, you've been mentioning exfoliation now. A lot of people don't understand. Some people just go to a store and buy, they will tell you exfoliation. They say, okay, I want to exfoliate. They buy a bath salt, right? Salt rather. They buy a bath salt, and there are different types of bath. In fact, there are some I see. I'll be like, you know, in fact, I don't know, but I'm just going to ask you, since as an expert, since you said exfoliation, exfoliation.
That's also scrub.
Yeah.
People understand.
So people go for
facial
scrub. Yeah, some people know it as scrub, some people know it as salt, like bathing salt. Now, what are the things they need to avoid when it comes to exfoliation? Why? Because basically, people just go to the store and get whatever they see it's deemed fit. In fact, some would always want to, even the dark people, I'm sorry, no shades, but they will even go to the store and be looking for, no, I want the one that whitens. Why? I don't know. What's the deal? So what do people go for naturally? Because I believe in maintaining your color, right? So what do you think people should always go for naturally when it comes to exploration?
Basically, the basic ingredient that you need to look out for. This is when you need to be aware of the ingredient list. I would always go back there. When you check, that's where you avoid buying things blindly. When you have a basic knowledge, for instance, for exfoliation now, there are basic ingredients. We have salicylic acid, we have alpha hydroxy acid, and beta hydroxy acid. Though these two are under the umbrella of salicylic acid, but these two, the beta hydroxy acid and alpha hydroxy acid, they belong to a particular skin type. So if you're a dry skin person and you have either whiteheads or blackheads, your exfoliating lotion, or whichever way it comes, must have alpha hydroxy acid. That's what helps to get rid of blackheads and whiteheads for dry skin. Not oily skin, don't go there. Why? Alpha hydroxy acid just has a tendency to work on the surface of the skin. So it helps slough off dead skin cells. That blackheads or white helps slough it off, giving you a clear, clean pores. While beta hydroxy acid has a tendency to go further down the pores. And that's the issue with oily skin. So they need to look out for exfoliator that has beta hydroxy acid. Some formulators, some companies might not put it as beta hydroxy acid. They could just put it as salicylic acid, but there's a particular percentage, 2%, is healthy. If you go beyond that, it's going to, because yes, the chemical exfoliant is going to interfere with your skin barrier, and more things that you didn't bargain for start coming up on the skin. So now for exfoliation, for exfoliator, just look for those ingredients: alpha hydroxy acid, beta hydroxy acid. For oily skin, for dry skin, alpha hydroxy acid. Then you talked about lightening. They want to pick. Yeah, you know what? Is the era? I don't know. Let me put it like, is it the era of people just trying to
easy time?
Yes, lightening, whitening, bleaching. You see, the wonderful thing about exfoliating your skin, you don't even need to include the lightening ingredients.
Yeah.
When you exfoliate, you religiously, judiciously doing that when needed. Oh, your skin will be as beautiful.
So how many times do you think a woman should exfoliate?
It depends on your skin type. Like I said, everything boils down to the skin type. If you have an oily skin, if you're an oily skin person, for instance myself, you should exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week, and it should be done at night. A lot of people, I've been enlightening a lot of people, and they tend to learn that now. People get it wrong. They get the exfoliator and they go use, right? Because somebody has exfoliated the skin. And what do? They exfoliate before they wash. So you wash first with your facial wash and you exfoliate. But it shouldn't be done in the morning, but what at night? Giving the skin to recuperate when you're sleeping. So 3 times a week for oily skin, and not 3 nights like that.
Back to back.
Yes. You give a day interval for skin to recuperate, recover from Okay, so that's for oily skin. While for dry skin, it's once or twice a week, but there has to be leave 2 days interval. It's dry. We don't want to be too aggressive
on
the skin barrier, so that irritation doesn't set in. All right, when you've gotten the right exfoliator for yourself, alpha hydroxide. Then combination and normal skin. If you belong to normal skin, normal once a week, you're fine once a week. You don't need to do aggressively too much. Then combination skin now depends. Some people are oily on the face, they're dry on the body. They're also combination. So when it comes to your body, your body is dry, so you do it twice a week. But if your face is combination, like dry hair and oily hair, just gets because of the oiliness, you have to get product for oily skin that has salicylic acid. That is the exfoliation.
Great, amazing. Because of our time, we can't talk too much. It's so painful because I really have a lot of questions on skin. But I'm going to bring you back definitely, and I'm going to bring Funmilayo also back definitely to come and talk about skin education, because this thing is deep. And the reason why I know it's deep naturally, but when she came the other time and you talked about skin, the way you were talking, I knew, oh, that means skin is deeper than what we talked about or what we actually are talking about. That's why I said we must do it today. So another time, maybe next week, maybe next 2 weeks, we're going to bring you here again to talk about skin so every woman can take care of themselves. But Funmilayo, before we let you go, how do we reach you? Do you have an Instagram handle or a Facebook handle? Please share with us so that people that want to follow you and talk to you personally, you understand, can reach out to you and talk to you. So what's your handle, your social media handle?
B&I Organic Skincare.
Say, you say what?
B&I Organic. B&I Organic Skincare.
Okay,
On
so
Facebook,
if you want to reach out,
on Instagram, and on TikTok.
Okay, B&I Organic Skincare, right?
Skincare. Yeah.
Yeah. So B&I Organic Skincare, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can get her there.
TikTok.
So yes. So Bukola, how do we get to you too?
Well, on my Instagram handle, that's Bio Natural Botanical. On my YouTube channel, that's Skin Talk with Buki. And on TikTok, it's Bukola Oshiso.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 3.
Alright, so you can follow them up, ask questions, they are very available. Just tell them you watch the show on Galaxy TV. She's going to give you discount price for consultation and everything. I'm marketing you right now. Okay, anyways, thank you very much, Funmilayo, Funmilola Jackson. Can Funmilayo be on our screen to wave us bye, as usual?
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Okay, right here I'm gonna go for 8 tips for eye health. Let's quickly go for the tips which you need to do to take care of your eyes. And when I come back, I will be going and I'll be letting my guests go too. So let's quickly go for the 30 tips. We'll be right back. 8 tips to keep your eyes healthy. Here are a few tips for healthy eyes. 1. Eat eye healthy foods. Eating a healthy diet is one of the best steps you can take towards good eye health. Start by choosing foods that can improve your eye health. 2. Take vitamins for eye health. Eating a healthy diet is great, but taking vitamins for eye health can help you make sure you're not lacking important nutrients. Eye health supplements such as copper, omega-3 fatty acid, vitamin B complex. Look for one with at least 400 mcg of folic acid, vitamin C, vitamin E a day. 3. Protect your eyes from the sun. Shielding your eyes from the sun's UV rays can help protect your vision and prevent skin cancer from developing around your eyes. Sun damage can lead to numerous eye conditions, including cataract, macular degeneration, and photokeratitis. Easy way to protect your eyes from the sun: wear good sunshades, use sunscreen every day, grab a hat for extra protection. 4. Give your eyes a break. Most people spend a lot of time staring at screens on computers, smartphones, and TV screens.
This can lead to digital eye strain, which can cause blurry visions, dry eyes, eye fatigue, red eyes, and even eye twitching. To prevent digital eye strain, be proactive about giving your eyes regular rest from the screen. 5. Get plenty of exercise for eye health. Regular exercise is important for your overall health and also for your eyes. Exercise can help prevent or control a variety of conditions that can lead to eye problems, including diabetes and high cholesterol. Researchers found that regular exercise can help delay or prevent age-related macular degeneration (AMD). This study and others like it suggest that working out may also help prevent the onset of glaucoma and diabetic retinopathy. Practice good eye hygiene. Good eye hygiene can help prevent eye infections, which are a major threat to eye health. Every year in the state, about 1 million eye infections send patients to the doctor or hospital for treatment. Last but not the least, get your eyes checked regularly. Make sure you get regular comprehensive eye exams. Adult ages 18 to 64 should get an eye exam at least once every 2 years, and older adults age 65 and up should get an eye exam every year. Adults who are at higher risk for eye disease, for example, those with diabetes, high blood pressure, or family history of glaucoma, may need exams more frequently. Regular eye exams are important because they allow your eye doctor to check your eye health and visual acuity. They can also reveal a lot about your overall health. Thank you.
All right, welcome back. Women's Corner wrapping up. Thank you so much. First, I'm going to thank my guest. Thank you so much, Bukola, for coming on the show. It was amazing. And of course, you can hear behind this camera, Kayode saying, this is education, which means he's interested too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to bring you back again to, talk about it again another time. Thank you so much for coming and taking your time. So at this point, I'll say thank you to my viewers for watching. If you have questions, send it on our Facebook, Twitter, however you want to get to us, Instagram. Ask the questions and we're ready to give you answers. If you want a contact, we will tell you. And when we're posting the videos, we will tag that also. So tag them so you can ask your questions, because your skin is important. In fact, sometimes it's not just how you dress, it's how you are dressed. When your skin is good, people will address you properly and well, and even, you tend to have more likes. So yes, at this point, I'll say thank you very much. Until Monday, Women's Corner is coming your way again, 11 a.m. to 12 noon with me, Rose Blossom. Have a beautiful and fabulous weekend. If you drink, don't drive. And if you know you don't drink, stay at home, watch movies, and rest. Mind your business and drink water. At this point, I'll say thank you very much. And that's all for today. Bye for now.